Ready to step into the world of luxury hotels? Welcome to the Hotel Leaders Podcast. Whether you're an industry insider, a student of hotel management, or simply curious about the world of hotels, this podcast is your backstage pass to the heart of the hotel industry. I'm your host, Peter DeMoor. I have a fascination for the hotel industry, and over the last quarter of a century, I have studied it, been a hotel manager, and as general manager of a hotel school, have passed the torch to the next generation. Now, as part of an emerging hotel industry tech startup, I am independent from any specific hotel or chain and able to talk about the industry with a balanced perspective and a certain level of expertise. It's time to check in. Welcome to episode 9. Today, we are heading to Shanghai, China. The Peace Hotel is perhaps the most iconic of the city's historic hotels and is known as the Mansion of the East. It is a landmark and an institution. I spent time there as a guest in 2005, and today the hotel has been split into 2 properties, and we'll spend time with the CEO of the Swatch Art Peace Hotel, which is the South Building. You will also have a short tour with the general manager of the Fairmont Peace Hotel, the North Building. We'll discover a legendary hotel jazz band, where the band members have been playing every evening since 1980 in this more than luxury 5-star hotel. Here we go! The Peace Hotel occupies perhaps the most desired location in Shanghai, on the corner of Nanjing Road East and the Bund. When you travel to Shanghai, Nanjing Road is the pedestrian mall everyone goes to. It is packed with people, shops, and full of excitement. As Nanjing Road approaches the river that runs through Shanghai, the Huangpu, it intersects with the Bund. The Bund runs along the Huangpu River, with the river separating the historic Peace Hotel side from the much newer Pudong side. At the Peace Hotel, you'll gaze across the river. It's almost 500 metres wide, and you'll look to the modern skyscrapers on the other side, which light up the night. Here is Attache, providing a short intro to Shanghai with a link in the description.
No matter how many times you've been to Shanghai, no matter how well you speak Mandarin, no matter how well you think you know this place, you will always be an outsider. Since you've been gone, Shanghai has advanced 10 years for every year that you and I have experienced. The place that you left the last time you were here is nothing like the place you'll return to. And that's okay. In fact, that's what makes Shanghai one of the most fascinating places on Earth.
If you sail downstream from the hotel for approximately 25 kilometres, you'll reach the mighty mouth of the Yangtze River, which is more than 10 kilometres wide as it empties into the South China Sea. The Yangtze River, or the Changjiang, literally Long River in Chinese, is the 3rd longest river in the world, only slightly shorter than the Nile and Amazon rivers. Shanghai itself is one of the world's oldest cities, with a history of more than 6,000 years, and is one of the most populous cities on the planet, with approximately 30 million residents. The Peace Hotel proudly sits in the heart of this massive and ancient metropolis. There are 2 buildings which have historically made up the Peace Hotel. The North and South buildings, separated by Nanjing Road. The oldest is the South Building, which dates back to 1854, when it was known as the Central Hotel. At that time, it was Shanghai's most luxurious hotel. In 1905, the hotel's renovation and redesign began along with its new name, the Palace Hotel. The architect was Walter Scott, an Indian-born British-educated man who resided in China for a few decades. Early guests included Sun Yat-sen, or Sun Zhongshan in Mandarin, who stayed there from 1911 until he overthrew the last Chinese emperor, Puyi, and gave a speech at the hotel shortly before he became the first acting provincial president of the new Republic of China. His successor, Chiang Kai-shek, or Jiang Jieshi in Mandarin, also stayed at the hotel, including celebrating his honeymoon there in 1927. He later went on to lead the Kuomintang, and after he retreated to Taiwan in 1949, became the President of the Republic of China until his death in 1975. During World War II, the hotel was occupied by the Japanese Army, and after the war, the hotel became a government department for municipal construction, or what we would call the Department of Infrastructure in Australia. In 1965, it resumed operations as a hotel and became a wing of the Peace Hotel until 2007, when there was a joint venture between Swatch Watches, the world's largest watchmaker, and Jinjiang Hotels, China's leading hotel and travel group. Eventually, it became the Swatch Art Peace Hotel and now continually offers 18 artists both residency and a studio for between 3 and 6 months. Here is Carlo Giordanetti, CEO of the hotel, speaking about its foundation, courtesy of Frieze magazine.
In 2011, Swatch decided to make a very loud gesture to show the world how much we care about art and especially how much we care about artists. In order to create a space where people that have a creative talent can enjoy time and freedom and space to work and develop themselves.
The hotel provides a unique cultural environment dedicated to contemporary art with the focus of residency on creative exchange. Artists are free to engage in individual or joint projects. At the time of this podcast, the 18 artists in residence are as diverse as the listeners to the Hotel Leaders podcast, coming from China, the USA, the Netherlands, South Korea, Iran, Barbados, the Taiwan region, Austria, Switzerland, Poland, Romania, Uruguay, Portugal, Denmark, and Italy. Current artists are painters, photographers, sculptors, movie makers, textile artists, ceramic artists, origami masters, writers, those creating art with AI, and musicians. With one of my favourites being Yukes, or Justin Scholar, an American who has learnt to play a variety of instruments, one being the hulusi, an unusually large flute from Yunnan province in southern China, and made of gourd and bamboo. Here he is, courtesy of the hotel. Another favourite is a video by French artist Cyril Galmiche entitled Pudong Summer. It is really hard to describe and like nothing I've seen before. You'll be able to view this as I'm talking in the video version of this podcast on YouTube and Spotify. This movie is actually split into 12 sections, which play out simultaneously, with each section forming a view from the hotel and each shot at a different time of his stay. Some at day, some during the night. It is mesmerizing, and I'll leave a link in the description. Here is the CEO once again, this time speaking of how he sees the future of the hotel.
Our goal is to continue to develop relationships with cultural institutions, with museums, with art spaces around the world that allow us to showcase the work of the artists. For us, the most important thing is to continue to support the artists once they have left the Swatch Art Piece Hotel, forming the community of artists that keeps, I would say, the soul of the Swatch Art Piece Hotel alive around the world.
You can apply to be an artist in residence with members of the screening committee, including the CEO of Swatch and the actor George Clooney. Alternatively, you can check out the virtual museum by visiting swatchartpiecehotel.com and see the digital pieces of art left behind by each of the hundreds of artists in residence once they have checked out. The North Building is the 5-star hotel named the Fairmont Piece Hotel. It is a luxurious Art Deco masterpiece, brilliantly reinvented for the 21st century, where old-fashioned glamour sparkles with a new luster. Its location and history make it the perfect place to explore Shanghai's spectacular scenery and vibrant lifestyle. This landmark hotel has historically served as a glamorous playground for the elite, where every night was an extraordinary gala event and veritable Parisian fashion show. Fairmont Piece Hotel continues to be a sought-after venue for meetings, weddings, and social events in the city, with the famed Piece Hall meticulously restored to its original grandeur. Guests can revive memories of old Shanghai cabarets and gala parties whilst stepping out on the iconic sprung timber dance floor located on the 8th floor. The terrace on the 9th floor offers unrivaled panoramic views. Here is George Wee, current and long-time GM of the Fairmont Piece Hotel, speaking about the terrace view, courtesy of XinHua Travel.
So nice weather and with so spectacular view.
Yes. This is my favorite spot, obviously. Everyone who comes to the Piece Hotel wants to get on the rooftop. Picture tells 1,000 words. Look at this. And at night, it gives you a totally different view. I always say you have to come to the terrace during the day and come back again at night, because with all the lights on, it is just incredible.
I have a little bit of a funny story from 2005 when I met up with my parents and close friends in Shanghai. My mother had reserved rooms at the Piece Hotel for all of us, and my wife and I were the first to check in. Although the hotel was historic, beautiful and clean, the hotel rooms were very tired and run down. When my parents arrived, we greeted them and then mentioned that we had some bad news. My mother recounts that looking at our faces, she thought someone had passed away. Instead, we told her about the rundown hotel rooms and that we were unable to move the reservations to better rooms or to another hotel. A relieved smile broke out on her face as she explained that she'd booked the hotel because of its historical significance and the resident jazz bar. We ended up having a great stay at the hotel, and it was a destination in itself, as well as being so central to everything we wanted to see. Well done, Mum. As a side note, the hotel has since been renovated and the rooms are now as beautiful as the lobby and the rest of the hotel. The Fairmont Peace Hotel offers 270 distinctive guest rooms, including 39 luxurious suites, which blend Art Deco-inspired furnishings with modern amenities. The Fairmont Gold executive floor features a private check-in, lounge access, continental breakfast, and afternoon canapes. Although Fairmont Gold rooms have interior-facing views, they are still luxurious, featuring high ceilings, marble bathrooms, and large closets. Deluxe rooms are elegant and fitted with Art Deco-inspired decor. The deluxe rooms offer street views of the bustling city. These rooms feature a writing desk, minibar, coffee machine, bathside TV, while you bath in a clawfoot tub in the well-appointed marble bathrooms. The famous Nine Nations suites reflect the international nature of the original Peace Hotel and of Shanghai as an internationally desired destination. The Chinese, Indian, English, and American suites have preserved the original Peace Hotel, whilst the French, Italian, Spanish, Japanese, and German suites have been redesigned in keeping with the original concept of presenting different national and historic styles. Each suite is approximately 178 square metres in size, with a spacious living room, dining room, bedroom, and bathroom. Here is Mary Gostelow, a guest, giving you a tour of her Japanese suite.
Well, what a lovely surprise. I think I'm in Tokyo or Kyoto. In fact, I'm in Shanghai at the Peace Hotel. I never knew they had a Japanese suite. It's got tatami mats on the floor and an amazing view. Not very nice weather today, but you can see that I'm looking straight down at the Bund and across to Pudong. But let's go round the suite. We are in the salon. I don't think I'm going to use this because it requires getting in down underneath the table. And then I've got rice paper screens to pull across. Beautiful wood floor. Oh, this is a more practical sitting area here. This is my more plausible sitting area. And then, bliss oh bliss, I've got a proper desk with reading material. And then we continue, and here is the bedroom. I had a awful thought it might be a futon, but no, it's a proper bed. Love the art, very simple. Behind the bed and on one side wall. And we're swinging around. Great carpet. Bath, we're going into the bathroom. Oh my gosh, what kind of bath have I got? Well, I've got 2 basins and I've got masses of shelving around each basin. Very good. And this is the wash area. Let's see what there is inside here. Oh, there's an ordinary bathtub. And I could probably have 12 people in here showering. We could have a real shower party. It's enormous, with full view out to the Bund.
The signature Riverview Shanghai suites at the Fairmont Peace afford breathtaking views of Pudong across the Huangpu River. These spacious suites are rich in design, honouring the iconic past of the Peace Hotel. A luxuriously appointed bedroom offers complete privacy from the living room area, and the bathroom affords total relaxation with its opulent clawfoot tub. The suite also features a writing desk, minibar, espresso machine, a walk-in closet, and bespoke furnishings. selection of 6 restaurants and lounges includes the endeared Jazz Bar. The Jazz Bar is the only address in China for legendary jazz, featuring the renowned oldest jazz band in the world, according to the Guinness Book of Records, with an average age of over 82 years old. Here are 2 of the jazz band players speaking of their love for playing courtesy of Flying Moon.
我始终，我跟同仁们、同事们都讲，我们现在认真做，就要去打动人家心。
但是我非常喜欢这个爵士的，小时候不是也听到外国人他有这个爵士，听得非常好听。
During the Cultural Revolution, jazz bands were not allowed, but things relaxed after Mao Zedong passed away in 1976, and the jazz band was formed in 1980 and has been playing almost every evening since. Here once again is the GM introducing you to the jazz band.
Okay, finally, we came to our last stop is Old Jazz Band. So it's such a cool idea, and who got the concept?
Well, I tell you what, this is the best summary of what the peace experience is all about. 6 Shanghainese guys play. They just take you back to this incredible experience. Well, they've been playing here since 1980. They are core and center to the DNA of peace itself.
The band transports you back to the 1920s and 1930s of old Shanghai, with traditional jazz tunes coupled with Chinese music converted to jazz, so you can dance the night away in this iconic bar. You can attend a Saturday tea dance at Jasmine Lounge, which includes a live orchestra and professional dance instructors to teach you some fancy dance moves. The instructors offer informal ballroom dancing lessons, enabling everyone to participate in this elegant Saturday afternoon social gathering. The tea dance hails back to Shanghai's 1930s golden age, when the hotel's gregarious founder and owner, Sir Victor Sassoon, instigated these by making them the toast of the Far East, offering theatrical flair, charismatic live music, superlative cuisine, and exquisite finery worn by the dancers. At a Saturday tea dance, guests can dip and sway, waltz and foxtrot on the marble floors of the Jasmine Lounge, as music from an orchestra cascades from the balcony above. Daily high tea at the Jasmine Lounge offers all sorts of delightful savouries, freshly baked buttermilk scones with homemade fruit preserves and clotted creme, tea sandwiches and French pastries presented on tiered silver tea stands. At the hotel's Peace Museum, you'll find a quiet, dedicated space displaying collected items and memorabilia of the hotel, from silver tableware, porcelain, crystal, and antiques that decorated the rooms and halls, to photos of celebrity visitors, but we'll come to that later. A guide will take you to several heritage sites within the hotel, focusing on historical storytelling by experienced curators and ending with high tea in the Jasmine Lounge. Here is Ma Yongzheng, a long-time employee of the hotel, talking in Chinese about the beginning in 1956 and that it was named the Peace Hotel because of the World Peace Conference hosted in China that year. Audio courtesy of the University of New South Wales.
这个大楼一直到1956年的时候重新开放，这个大楼就变名称了，叫做和平饭店。为什么会叫和平饭店呢？ 因为在这个大楼1956年的之前，在北京开了个会，这个会议的名称就叫世界和平大会。那么这个大楼要起名字了，起什么名字好呢？那么大家都想，就起和平吧。
The historic Peace Hall, Shanghai's most famous ballroom, can host small meetings right up to 800 people. With highly trained event specialists attending to your every need, a memorable experience is assured. At the hotel's Willow Stream Spa, you can re-energise, find yourself and find peace with the ancient diagnostics and traditional Chinese healing methods, delivered with the tranquility and grace from which they have evolved and modernised to combine up-to-the-minute skincare and well-being advances from around the world in a quintessential balance of yin and yang energy. The Willow Stream Spa features an integrated fitness centre, a yoga studio, a skylit indoor swimming pool, a tranquil reflexology lounge, 9 single suites and 2 couples suites, each with its own private hydrotherapy, bathing and lounging areas. Many celebrities have visited the hotel over the years, but perhaps the most celebrated is Charlie Chaplin, who had an iconic photo taken here on a set of steps. Every day you can find people recreating this photo halfway up the staircase. Another famous guest was playwright George Bernard Shaw, who you may know as the writer of Pygmalion, which inspired My Fair Lady. Here is a snippet you may be familiar with the link in the description.
All right, Eliza, say it again.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
The rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain.
Didn't I say that?
No, Eliza, you didn't say that. You didn't even say that. Now, every night before you get into bed, where you used to say your prayers, I want you to say, the rain in Spain stays mainly in the plain 50 times. You get much further with the Lord if you learn not to offend his ears. Now for your H's.
Countless world leaders have enjoyed time at the hotel, including US Presidents Ronald Reagan and Barack Obama, Mexican President Luis Echeverria, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Italian President Oscar Luigi Scalfaro, President of Portugal Jorge Sampaio. In pop culture, the hotel has appeared in many movies, with more than 50 movies being shot in the hotel. The hotel has won the following awards: multiple Condé Nast Traveller Gold List awards, including Best Hotel in China, Best Places in the World for High Tea by Historic Hotels, That's Hospitality Awards, Landmark Hotel of the Year in 2022, runner-up in the world's Best Hotel Awards in 2019. In 1992, it was listed as one of the most famous hotels in the world by the World Hotel Association. It remains the only hotel in China to have received this recognition. In 2024, the hotel has been nominated for 11 World Traveller Awards. This stunning little hotel is a landmark in a global city, and if your travels ever bring you to Shanghai, I strongly recommend a stay, enjoy high tea, an evening at the bar experiencing one of the most memorable bands on the planet, where you'll be sure to be up on the dance floor as the band plays smooth, jazzy tunes. Thank you for joining today's episode. I hope you were inspired, amazed, and enlightened as we unlocked the secrets of the hotel industry's most iconic leaders and iconic hotels. If you had a wonderful time, the best way to say thank you is to follow our podcast so that you never miss our monthly episodes. If you love showers in luxury hotels, please check out our tech startup at showeraway.com. where we hope one day to provide people on day trips access to the very best hotel showers in the world. Farewell until the next time you check in to the Hotel Leaders Podcast.